intersection of my deepest needs. You were there, I knew, now you know.
Hi there Capricorn, how are you guys doing? I really hope that this video finds you well. Welcome to your weekly reading, back with me again, Anisa from the Inner Stereo. For those of you who are new to my channel, hello, and for those of you who have been here a long time, welcome back. Sorry for the glare, guys. I'm just having like a little bit of an eye problem. I haven't been able to see with this eye for like a week or so, and I'm just way too scared to put on my lenses right now. But anyway, if you guys are new to this channel, this is going to be a relationship spread, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. And I'm basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign, because for me personally, I realized that with my readings, I resonate a lot more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign, but probably because my Venus is in the 8th house along with my North Node there. I don't really know. But if it doesn't resonate, then it just doesn't resonate, all right? There's so many amazing talented tarot readers out there for you to just click and watch. Okay, so let's start now. Capricorn, your overall energy is kind of like very beautiful because you have the World card, and the World card is ruled by Saturn. Saturn is down in your sign, and I feel like you guys have learned the lessons of Saturn itself. I mean, when Saturn was in Sagittarius, I'm a Sagittarius by the way, when Saturn was in Sagittarius, it took me a while to realize what the hell is going on. Like, why is everything seems to be, why am I being pulled or stuck into this whirlwind of things that I don't understand, you know what I mean? But I feel like you kind of like get a grasp on it. And for me, it was about spring cleaning time of the year. Spring cleaning, you know, the friends that I don't needed, a business that made a lot of money, but it didn't give me like a lot of emotional fulfillment for some reasons. All of those stuff. It's just kind of like cleansing away the things that is just kind of like not working out for me. And I feel like you have grasped what Saturn is trying to teach you, because Saturn is like the great guru, you know what I mean? And I feel like you guys have grasped it, and then with that power of a wand thing, it's a very fiery, you know, Knight of Wands and King of Wands. You guys are planning your life ahead. See this King of Wands, and I feel like you might be communicating this with your partner as well. Like, okay, listen, you know, our relationship, we cannot go on being this way again. So here is my idea. You know, this is us. Typical Capricorn in a presentations matter. This is us. And I feel like this is the thing that is not working. This is the things that is working. So if you and I want to get together and create this really beautiful relationship, it should have been this way. So you guys are kind of like in a planning mode. It's kind of like very fiery and passionate about it. Or if you guys have been newly single, it's like you don't regret a single thing. Look at this World card here. She's just like, you know, snatching her hats. It's just like, poof, bye. You know what I mean? So yeah, either way, it's a very good energy, and I like it. You know what I mean? And what's challenging is the 5 of Cups. So because this is the overall challenge, I cannot really pinpoint who is doing this, what to who, but the 5 of Cups, it can mean you doing this to them, or this could mean them doing this to you. But one person in this relationship is too busy looking at the bitter memories of the past, of what was lost. You know what I mean? Like the words that were uttered when you guys were angry with one another, or the mistakes of the past that happened like 10 years ago being brought up over and over again, or being really pessimistic of these connections. Although, you know, if this person kind of like quite look back, you guys still have a very magnificent connections there. But, you know, somebody in this relationship is forgetting that magnificent connection on what made you guys tick. And instead of doing so, they're just much more focusing on the bitter memories of the past, or being pessimistic about things. Let's see. 6 of Swords. The inability, yeah, again, it's kind of like quite similar to this one. You know what I mean? Like, move on to the next chapter. Like, why do we need to keep on going back over past arguments or old arguments? When are we going to move back to the past chapter? If I did something wrong, okay, then, you know, there's going to be time for change. I think we can change. Like, here's my idea, I propose, but can you please stop going back to the mistakes that I did like 10 years ago and being brought up, or bringing that up to our current situations right now? Yeah. 6 of Swords could also indicate, if you guys have been going through a breakup, one person has the inability to stop thinking about one person. But let's see who is doing that to who. Okay, let's do. Lima kartu masa lalu. That means 5 cards in the past in Indonesia. I just like asking questions in Indonesia. It's my native tongue. It's my native language. So I'm just going to take this one. This one didn't open, so I'm not going to take it. Put it back in. Got the full card. Somebody took a giant leap of faith. That's a very, very Uranian type of card. Somebody took a giant leap of faith with you, and then they were, without any type of hesitancy, were offering you this beautiful Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a Mars and Virgo energy, so it's like act of services almost, you know what I mean? Like the full card. So the way that this person, their love languages to you is a lot more like a Mars and Virgo, where they're going to be taking care of your computers, or going to be taking care of your laptops, or taking care of your flat tires, or just kind of like try to make your life like a lot easier. But of course they would criticize your life here and there. But again, there's that service type of energy that was going on, but they were willing to do that for you because they took a giant leap of faith. King of Swords is in the middle of the energy in the past. Curious, what's your energy there? Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, and also the Page of Wands in reverse. So, okay, so this person took a giant leap of faith with you, but you guys were overthinking it. You guys were overthinking it. Because there is a fear here. You know, the Nine of Swords? There is fear here. And that fear makes the salamander actually grows bigger. If this is like a relationship that you have been, you know, dealing with for a very, very long time, salamander symbolizes growth. Our nearer self, that rebirth moment, you know what I mean? And you feel like if you go back to the situations and take a giant leap of faith without even having to process this with your logical thinking, it means that you're betraying the growth that you've been going through for the past month or years or so. That is why you guys are overthinking it. If this is like a newer person, you know, if you guys were just kind of like currently single, this person took a giant leap of faith with you. They were very, very interested with you from the get-go, like literally from the get-go, just by looking at you and, you know, just talking to you, they're like, oh, Capricorn. But you guys just not willing to fall, you know, and take a giant leap of faith with somebody that easy, because you're like, okay, I have a checklist. Look at this King of Swords here. I have a checklist that if you want to be my next boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, husband, wife, or, you know, somebody else, my lovers, you need to fulfill this checklist. So I'm going to be asking you about what you do for a living. I'm going to be asking you about your exes. I'm going to be asking you about your histories. I'm going to do this and that, this and that, this and that, simply because you don't want to risk it. You don't want, you're just taking a very, very precaution method. But let's see what's going on in the present. Sorry. That means 5 cards in the now. 8 of Wands and also the King of Pentacles. See, this person was overwhelmed. I mean, the 8 of Wands in this particular deck of mine is really, really overwhelmed. But let's see why they were overwhelmed. Wheel of the Year there. Thinking you can leave without me. Ooh. Interesting. Ini kenapa si Capricorn 8 of Swords gini? You guys are being very, very protective over your heart, don't you? Whether it be with the new person or even with the older person, but you guys are being very, very protective over your heart. You're like a very, very safe investor. You know, you really want to look at the fundamentals of a stock. I don't know if, I mean, because I'm talking with a Capricorn, I got Capricorn stelliums, I do stocks. So it's like you would be looking at fundamentals, and then you would only buy stocks that you know it's going to work in the long run. It doesn't matter if the profit is just kind of like low, but you know that it's going to profit. So your way, but this is kind of like quite overwhelming for them. Ini Wheel of Fortune ini because you guys are kind of like embodying the energy of Sagittarius, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing for you guys because I'm a Sagittarius. But it's like you guys are so expansive, you know what I mean? Like one day you could be looking at doing this, you could be doing that, you could be doing this, you could be doing that. You really have that zest for life. You guys are very optimistic. You just want to conquer something. And well, sometimes there is an up and down, and I feel like within this relationship you feel that you kind of like also feel that turmoil. So one day it could be something that is very beautiful going on, but then the other day it could turn shitty real fast and stuff like that. I think this is going to get cut off because my memory space is blinking right now, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to do it two videos. Anyway, yeah, but you don't really like how it just, because Wheel of the Fortune is like, you know, like what do you have in casino? Like that you roll like that and then it's like angry, sad, happy, wonderful, honeymoon, boring, you know, stuff like that. And you just don't like the volatile of this relationship, and that kind of like made you feel like the Eight of Swords. You're kind of like overthinking a lot of these things, and you're also have a little bit of a fear of being taken advantages of because you see this person being the King of Pentacles. So you're like, oh, did this person really love me for who I am or who I portray myself to be or what I do for a living and everything like that? You're not really certain with this person. And be careful though, Capricorn, because you might give off a really mean messages to them with this Five of Swords. That will shook them to the core with this Eight of Swords here. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is usually very positive cards, but in this particular deck of mine, it's not. Because it's really overwhelmed by the fast pace of communications, by the intensity of the communications and everything like that. And you're really driving them crazy and you're really making them overwhelmed here. But let's see what's going on in the future. Let's see, 5 kartu masa depan. I think I still got 4 minutes left before it cut off. So let's see, 5 kartu masa depan. Ace of Wands, Emperor card. 6 of Wands. Thinking you can leave without me. This is so similar to a Libra reading that I just did. I think it was yesterday. You know what? The one thing that I noticed from this spread is that there's too many masculine energy. You guys are masculine. This person is very masculine as well. You know, with that Fool card, it's an Aries or a Uranus type of energy. You have Mars and Virgo there. You have the King of Pentacles there. You have an Emperor card in here. And you guys are kind of like quite tired. You know, you just grasp your Saturn lessons that you are in charge of your life. You are, you know, the driving force of your life. And you're not going to let somebody else dictate how you live your life or how you even deal with your relationship, right? I mean, this person wants you, but they're also very masculine and they're kind of like quite stubborn in their ways as well. And they will get this idea that you guys are, and I feel like you guys are going to be communicating this to them. You might do like a little bit of a comparison though if you guys are dating with another people, and they might know this. But bottom line is I could kind of see that in the future you guys are going to be extremely impatient when they're trying to assert their dominance on you because you're just not having it. You have traveled so far through your spiritual journey to grasp what Saturn is trying to teach you, and you're now very excited with being the driving force of the steering wheels of your life, and nobody's going to dictate how you do it and how you even deal with the relationship. So yeah, And this person will get that idea. They will get that idea, but they're kind of like quite stressed over you too. And they probably will try to do something like 10 of Wands to fulfill what you need emotionally. Like they would want to prove themselves to you. They would want to do whatever it is that you want them to do. But I don't know, like for some reasons, you guys are kind of like quite tired with this energy and you're just much more focusing on your life right now. Like even if you guys have been like in a 10 years long relationship, you're just much more focused on your life right now than just be focusing on relationship. So this person will then come up with an idea that would try to propose to you and be on the same wavelength to you. But the thing is that they're still very, very masculine in a way that you don't like it when they're being very, very masculine, because you feel like they're pushing you, like they're trying to assert their dominance. But I feel like you guys are going to get what you need though, because you have that 6 of Wands. So you're going to get that promotion that you've been looking for. You're going to get that recognition that you've been looking for, not in terms of relationship, but from other, outside of the relationship sector. And that's going to make it kind of like, I'm not going to say worse for them, but it's better for you because you're going to be focusing much more on you, whereas this person is just so busy and so stressed out trying to figure you out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So guys, I think that's it for my reading. If you guys are dealing with one person, I'm going to cut it now. Okay, so now what happens if you guys are dealing with 2 people? If you guys are only dealing with one person, your reading ends like a few seconds ago, all right? So if you guys are dealing with 2 people, I gotta be honest with you though, I think it's not just 2 people who wants to be with you. There's like a lot of more people, but the thing is that you guys are so freaking picky right now. Even in the past, with that King of Swords, you know what you want. You really do know what you want in terms of like the woman that you're looking for or the men that you're looking for. You do have a certain checklist and criteria. So you have 2 people. Person A is somebody who just jumped straight ahead, taking a very giant leap of faith with you. But with this person, you kind of like 9 of Swords. I feel like with this person is somebody that you've been dealing with longer than person B. So let's just say that person is person A, yeah? Person A is somebody that you've been dealing with longer. So with person A, this person wants to take a giant leap of faith again with you. This person wants to try it out again with you. But with this person, you guys are like, nah. Nope, thank you. You're like the 9 of Swords. You're kind of like overthinking it. Like you put me in so much shit in the past. And now that I'm starting to see that the new day has come, you have no rights to be in this position. So if you want to be in my life again, you have to, stay in line and let me, let me checklist you. You know what I mean? So that's person A. And person A in the now, this person is kind of like quite overwhelmed with how you guys either communicated to them directly or indirectly the fact that you don't want nothing to do with them anymore. And it just sent them straight into a mental spiraling breakdown. And you guys don't care. Because you're like the wheel of the year. You're so expensive. It's like, no, I know that there's going to be something better for me out there. If it's not with this person, then I know that there's going to be somebody else out there. So that's person A. Person B is somebody that, from the get-go, this person already set in their mind that they want a long-term commitment with you. Very eagerly trying to offer you their pentacles. But you guys were the Page of Wands in reverse. You didn't really take them really, really seriously in the past. It's like, okay, I entertain you. I really like the fact that you're offering me this pentacles, but also at the same time, like I'm not really in the mood to be in any type of, long-term type of commitments type of way, because I still have trauma that I need to fix or heal. And well, you need to, check everything on my checklist. So in the now, this person, I'm not going to say acting, but this person seems like they have everything under control. It's a King of Pentacles step away. So you might be seeing them on social media or even in Facebook, Instagram, or whatever, that they're having their finest life with their, good life, holidays, or fine dining, or whatever that is. But you just don't really care about that anyway, because one, you have good things going on in your life, and second of all, you're kind of like quite busy with, I don't know, trying to send either a direct or indirect message towards person A. So with person B, you guys are going to be losing your patience. Because you have that Strength card in reverse in there. And I feel like you're kind of like, you have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So it's like, okay, fine. So if you're not going to be proving yourself to me, then what good do you do here in my life? I don't need you that much. I know something good is going to come my way in the future. And this person is kind of like quite adamant about it. They're like the Emperor card. So it's like my way or the highway. They might do something like masculine, trying to ask you out on a date, but they're going to be very, very stubborn about some things. Yeah. So that's person B. And then person A, this person will then get the idea that you guys are comparing them with the other person. They will get the idea that, I'm no longer a priority in a Capricorn's life, and I know that I either have a competition or I need to prove myself even more to make Capricorns fell for me. Because see here, this is a Two of Pentacles, and this person is comparing these two pentacles, as you can see here. It's a bit different. The traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, they're trying to juggle or balance it out, but this is like literally comparing. So this person will get that idea, will get that message that you guys are comparing them more. You guys want them to, prove their worth to you and everything like that, okay? But if you guys are dealing with two people, you're literally driving two people crazy. All right? So, anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, Capricorn. I hope you guys enjoy it. All right, bye-bye, guys. I love you.
If I love you and you love me, let's plant a seed, watch it grow into a tree, baby. Why don't we grow some nectarines, baby? Why don't we grow a little